Lead, it was 17, then it got down to 8. McKell made a big three right before the break. So overall, a good first half for P&W. You'd like to be up a couple more points, but how can they build on this?
Yeah, that was a huge make at the end of the half there by Cooper. Let's see if we can get Dillon started again in the second half here. And like I said, they're going to have different matchups with Singh in there now. They figured that out.
Cardinal basketball to start the second half. Starts with Willis. A three. He got them all over Jefferson. Tough shot. Right in front of his own bench. So the lead right back to single digits. 8 points for P&W. Feels like they've dominated. Great hands. Willis forces the turnover. Knocked it off Jefferson.
Yeah, and Jefferson had a couple silly fouls there in the first half. We've got to get him back going here now. He's
had a lot. Basically the final 9 minutes of the first half. P&W had great energy and pace early, and it kind of feels like a little bit of the air's out of the balloon right now. Willis discarded Jefferson. That's offensive. And Randy Baruth and his staff, at least his staff, didn't agree. No play on. You be the judge right here. Well, he lowered that shoulder a little
bit. Yeah, a little bit. We couldn't kind of screened out a little right-hand push there.
Pride back with it. Jefferson on the top. Irvin Dillon trying to back down. He got thrown to the ground by Willis in a foul. He just picked up 2 fouls in a couple of seconds here. One offensive and one doubling down in the post. Pride will inbound underneath the bucket. They are attacking here. Jefferson to start it. Gets it to Irvin in the corner. Right to Geiner. Hands it off to Irvin. Steps in. Out for Dillon, dribbles over to Jefferson. He will try a three, and he hits.
Nice out of bounds play there. Got a revert, got a little dribble handoff, brought the ball back to the other side of the floor, went side-to-side basketball there. That looked good.
So he's answered the three that was hit by Willis Jr. There's Troy Garrett on the bounce, throws a chest pass over to Barnett, gives it to Willis in tight quarters. Operates there in a two-man game. Back out, bounce, Barnett, three, rims out into the hands of Geiner.
We've seen Barnett hit a couple, and he's really only shooting 29% for the season, but he's made a couple and almost put that one down.
And it looked good out of his hand, touched every part of the rim. Cooper got some space. He got to the rim and just made sure Garrett wasn't going to jump, and he puts it in.
And Garrett's had a long night against Cooper. He's got frustrated guarding him, and he thinks he's got him, and then he'll get around you, and he's got that quickness and that delayed shot.
And McKell's had a lot of guys frustrated. Willis steps in, used the screen, missed the long two. Another rebound for Geiner.
And Geiner's doing his job, Sam.
Yes, he is.
Just doing his job. Set screens and rebound.
Cooper, drive kick to the corner, went out of bounds. Thought Dillon was going to go all the way into the corner. And he kind of sagged towards the wing a bit, and thus the turnover. Inbound in the corner to Barnett. P&W basketballs. McIntosh walks it across. Cardinal basketball. Singh off here for Willis Jr. Barnett posting, didn't really have any space. Instead, it's McIntosh. Dribbles, crosses, fires over Jefferson. That's a long two.
Yeah, I mean, they still only have 32 points, but they've had a few just one-on-one three-point shots have been the majority part of their offense this game.
Reverend Jefferson with the Pride working in the half court, leading 43-32. Just over 17 minutes left. Still an eternity in the ballgame. They play way off Geiner. He's a facilitator that far out from the rim. Cooper walks it out. 8 seconds now. He gets it back from Jefferson. He'll try a deep three. Right wing, and he nails it.
That was a tough match for Barnett to try to find Cooper, because if he was going to pump fake and go around him or shoot the three, one of the two.
Last time we saw McKell, he really wasn't involved a lot, and he kind of just faded out of the game plan. Today he's been great. Barnett, hook shot, rolls off the rim. Geiner was trying to grab the rebound and get it off to Irvin before he fell, but he stepped on the baseline first.
But still, the Pride have got the Cardinals playing. They're just playing one-on-one basketball. They really haven't shown a lot of offensive sets. They opened with a double screen to start the game. It looked good, and from then on, it's been a lot of one-on-one play.
Off the inbound, they whip it to Barnett. Went to his right, spins back left, missed the layup. It's tipped out. Jefferson and Cooper. Cooper's the one who puts a fork in it. Gets some space. Another three. Straight away from Mikkel. He's got back-to-back triples. The lead is back up to its largest at 17. McIntosh answers a three of his own. And a whistle as Garrett will limp off the floor. This will allow some substitutions. Official stopping play. Miles is in for him, and Whitehead replacing Kiner.
Giovanni Miles comes in, 6'3" junior.
He had a three in the first half.
And he's averaged 9.3 for the year, but we haven't seen a lot of him here. He hit 1 3, I think, in the first half.
He hasn't been a great shooter this year at 33%, but made one and had another one go all over the rim for him. Jefferson creating his own space on a three. Dillon, offensive rebound. Reload, but he somehow didn't see McIntosh. He picks it up, starts him in transition. Willis draws the foul as Cooper undercut him, attacking the bucket. 2 shots coming for Chancey Willis Jr. And he'll do so after our under-16 media timeouts. Good takeaway by McIntosh, and Willis Jr. to the free throw line when we come back.
This one is for every golfer who finally fixed their slice by replacing it with a hook. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Top reasons to work at Strack & Van Til.
Many opportunities to grow.
Flexible hours.
Outstanding benefits like paid vacation time and holidays.
Enjoy health benefits in a 401k plan.
I always feel like I'm part of the team.
Premium and competitive pay.
The sign-on and referral bonuses help to find the perfect talent.
Text STRAX to 97211 to apply today, or visit our site at strackandventil.com/careers. Nobody else will give you the opportunities that we do.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
Pride leading 49-35, 15:46 left. Saginaw Valley still in this game. P&W trying to build that lead up, Coach, to where you feel like you can then survive if you have one of those lull periods.
Right, because like I said, the Cardinals are playing a lot of one-on-one, and I'm sure we want to get Dillon involved again. And so far they haven't shown any match for Cooper at all. I tell you, Cooper's a real effective player when he's got Brevin Jefferson in the game too, because Jefferson takes care of the ball out on the top, and now Cooper can work hard without the ball.
He does a lot more work than like three-point line extended, as opposed to being out near the logo as much.
Doesn't have to work as hard handling the ball to create. He can move without the ball, and that's when he's really effective.
Chancey Willis Jr. at the line, made his first one out of this timeout. 66% shooter, has the second one coming here. He got them both. And the lead is 12 now, 49-37 Purdue Northwest. Irvin to start it, finds Cooper. Quickly turns up the floor. A little 3-on-2 developing. Dillon's wide open because of it from the corner. And that won't sit for him. Touched every part of the rim, and Miles has got it. Quickly off to Willis. Willis works to the middle. Gets the matchup he wants on Lou Dillon, and he carried the basketball.
I thought he carried it earlier. He does that a lot, where he'll hold that ball when he brings it up and then turn it back over.
And the officials got him for at least the second one. Kai Steinman now in for Jefferson. Brevin hasn't played as many minutes as he's become accustomed to the last few months. A little foul trouble. Kai's in now, so Mikkel will handle the ball as Irvin gets it into him. Bring a double to try to pressure Pride, handle it easily. Across to Irvin. Alou will try again, same spot. This time it's good. Corner pocket for Dillon.
Well, the Cardinals elected to chase Cooper in the backcourt with 2 men, so it was 4-on-3 up the floor.
Here's Willis on the attack as he got around the screen up high and scores on the right. Answers the 3 by Dillon, brought to you by Strack & Van Til, and the lead is 52-39. Now just under 15 left. Cooper Goes away from the Dillon screen, now backs it out. Whitehead trying to post up inside. Mikell gets into the lane. Scoops up with the right and kisses it in. Mikell's having one of those days.
Yeah, you're just trying to figure out who to put on him. They're going to put two guys on him in the backcourt. Dillon hits a corner shot. Cooper comes down, gets an easy paint shot, flips it back up with the right hand.
Freddie McIntosh answered his bucket with a layup of his own, so the lead right back to 13. Mikell's got the ball. Everybody on the left side. Dillon comes over to his right now and sets the screen. Mikell goes to the corner, out for Dillon. Shot fakes, got to the middle, hesitates, left it short on the floater, and it rolled all the way out to Miles.
He didn't get any of his legs in that shot. He was kind of stiff-legged there, and he couldn't get it. He got it up front of the rim.
Willis inside.
Nice pass.
Left
Great block.
And a late whistle. I think we're going to get a foul.
Must have been a hand check with the other hand because it was looked like a good block.
I thought so too. Whitehead called for his first. Ethan Hill, to the free throw line for two. He's a 67% shooter at the line this year. He's got two guaranteed to him on the shooting foul. Two team fouls aside. Hill makes the first. Kevin Jefferson's back in. Anthony Irvin takes his seat. Barnett returns. Singh and Taylor ready to check in too if Hill can make this second free throw. The freshman eyes number two, and he got them both. 54-43. Cardinals closest they've been since this PNW run that started in the middle part of the first half was 8 points. PNW is able to get it back to 11. And then it's been double digits most of the second half. Under 14 minutes to play now.
Miles has come in, and his job is to try to guard Cooper, so they've changed their other guards and put Miles on him now, and he's trying to face guard him.
Yeah, he's not leaving Cooper at all.
No,
Jefferson.
it's like a box-and-one defense on.
Dillon out. Brevin's wide open. Right wing three. Rimmed out to Barnett. It was a great look.
Good look, boy. He had his feet under him. Shot looked good, just didn't go in.
Here's McIntosh. Got a step on Dillon.
Oh, boy,
off the glass
move.
plus the harm. Freddie McIntosh has made some tough buckets here. And this one is a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, I tell you, even like you said, there's no lead comfortable enough here with these guards because they can get hot and they can score quickly with this three-guard lineup.
And they do it in bunches too.
And Barnett really, even though he's in as a post, he's an outside player, so really you've only got one guy playing around the basket.
McIntosh trying to get the closest deficit it's been this half. He does. 7 points. 54-47. Still an eternity left. 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Pride with the basketball, leading by 7. Jefferson uses the high screens, goes left to the lane, lays it in, and he is fouled. So Jefferson, a chance for a three-point play of his own. Really nice take by Brevin here. They got the high screens for him. He went right at Barnett. He commits the foul. Jefferson trying to get the lead back to 11. Brevin, his three-point shooting has been up and down this year. 60% is where his mark is right now. And he got this one to go. Cardinal basketball in the hands of Freddie McIntosh. He crosses left side. Steinman stayed in front of him. Goes with the hesitation. Wasn't there. Kicks it out to Miles. Miles way outside, and now Barnett.
Yeah, he was limping up the floor. I thought he was.
It's got to be cramping, right?
Yeah, it looked like he was cramping.
Left calf seems to be the problem. He's out. Tyreek Singh is in. Chancey Willis coming on for Giovanni Miles.
These guards are like city guards, man. They can just play ball. They know where the other guy is. You don't see a lot of plays with them. These guys play one-on-one basketball with their guards.
And they make it happen. These Guards McIntosh and Willis especially have kept him in it. We haven't seen him. Garrett just came back on the floor. I was going to say we hadn't seen him in a while. How about that one? Circus shot on McIntosh. It was followed in by Hill, and then again in the corner, Jefferson.
Another call on Jefferson
We
again,
do.
off the ball. Man.
The third time he's become tangled up with one of the Saginaw Valley players. It was Garrett the first two times. I think Willis was in there this time.
Oh, boy, that's 2 fouls he's had in that similar pattern. The same one in the early in the first half.
Officials count the bucket on Hill, and then they get the ball right back because of the foul that occurred on a rebound. 20 seconds on the shot clock of free possession here for Saginaw Valley. So they get it into Tyreek Singh. And Jefferson, I've never seen 3 guys have the same exact foul called on them. All on rebounds, all when P&W either was going to get the ball because of a make or because they had the rebound. Extra pass, Garrett wide open from the corner, air ball to 3. Not even close. McKell's got it, lobs it to the corner for Simon. Garrett closes out, so he swings the perimeter. Back to Cooper. Wants the screen from Geiner, says stay right there. Juwan explodes to the rim. Defense came to him. Steinman open 3. No. Jefferson crashing in, and a foul.
Probably on Geiner, I would think, on the push.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
If not, it's Brevin's 4th, and they got Juwan for the foul.
Yeah, I thought it was on Geiner on a push there.
Right now, scoreboard reading 57-48, 12 minutes left. Pride holding a 9-point advantage. They've led pretty much the entire way. There's Willis. Goes past Cooper. Njai at the rim. Officials wanted them to count it because they thought Njai hit the backboard. They play on. Cooper gets it in motion. Throws on the brakes on Willis. Now backs it out to the NCAA logo on the left wing. Crossing over here, looking for action off the ball. He's going to get a screen from Geiner. Sets it. Gets to the top of the key. Creates space. 3 for McKell. And he buries it.
There's Geiner doing his job again on the screen. Boy,
great pass. Jefferson
Pride got to get the rotation here. They're talking about who's back when one guard shoots. They've got to have a rotation back to the free throw line.
That'll be 2 shots for Trey Garrett. We come back. 60-48 PNW.
Laborers Training Center and our signatory employers provide state-of-the-art instruction in all areas of the construction industry, from hazardous material handling and environmental remediation to road construction and highway safety. Remember to slow down in construction zones and that the Local 41 members working there are mothers, fathers, coaches, and mentors. Labor's Local 41. We build Indiana in more ways than one.
11:29 to play, second half. Pride have led for most of this one and by double digits for a lot. Their lead's 12 right now. Trey Garrett is going to the free throw line, trying to cut it to 10. 2 shots here, and you're just talking about P&W's defense. They didn't get back because of that 4 fouls on Jefferson now.
Yeah, that rotation there, you've got to do that. Cooper shoots a jump shot. There's got to be the rotation from the other side.
So Trey Garrett, who is a 77% free throw shooter.
No matter if you're a post guy or a guard on that weak side, when that shot goes up for the other side, first guy, closest guy to half court's got to run back and get to the free throw line.
2 shots here for Garrett at the line. Out of this media timeout. Misses the first. One of the better shooters. We've seen Willis step up and make most of his. Garrett's one of the better guys on the team at 77. Chance to split. Here's his second. And he makes that one. Broad ball with an 11-point lead. A little token pressure in the backcourt as they back off. Steinman gets it across. Being hounded here at half court by McIntosh. Whips it to the corner. Irvin, great down screen, and Dillon the lay-in. That's a play we've seen Boomer Roberts run over the years. Pass to the corner, they screen off and get that layup.
Get that little back screen on the weak side and show right underneath the backboard. Nice execution there.
Willis with the ball up high. Taylor sets the screen, he goes left. Double team there, dangerous pass to Garrett in the corner. Irvin's right on him. Garrett goes right, contested, won't fall, tipped around, grabbed by Irvin. Taylor had a chance to tip that in, came up a bit short. Pride with the ball up 13. Mikell backs it out here, didn't like what he had on the Dillon screen. Now works one-on-one against Willis. Dillon goes screen there, ball popped out, was deflected. Cooper got it back. Steinman, corner, he got them all. 3 from Kai Steinman.
That's the shot we saw to win a game, Sam. I can't remember the game, but that
IU
had the exact shot in the corner.
You're right. This one gives P&W a 16-point lead. He lost it, and officials will say P&W touched it. It looked like Willis launched that ball, kind of trying to pick it up and shoot at the same time. Get a second look at it here. Who did this touch last? Oh, it was Willis. Officials might have missed that one, but don't go to the monitor, please. We'll be okay. Pride leading by 16. McIntosh trying to turn the corner, goes with the Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway shot. Irvin had a piece. This one is off Njai. Well, the officials have no idea. No. Okay, well, it hit Njai, and then it must have hit Barnett, and one of the officials did see it of the 3, so he said, nope, P&W basketball. Njai will trigger this inbound. Kai Steinman, who just hit the 3, has got the ball. Jogs it across the timeline. Nobody stopped him, and he got fouled. Wanted to make a pass after he got pushed a bit. Dillon would have an open look, but the whistle.
Boy, that's terrible defense. So just let a guy go coast to coast and lay the ball up. I know.
And nobody saw the ball. You could see there at the last second, Willis tried to turn around.
That frustrates coaches so bad. Let a guy go coast to coast and get fouled.
Dillon gets it on the inbound, trying to back down Tariq Singh here. Shot fakes, pushed it up and got it. And he's hit on the play. Chance for 3 for Dillon. Alou having a big game, and you see the post moves there for Alou Dillon. Alou so far today, 17 points. He's 1 of 2 from the stripe. Trying to get closer to 20. Mikell today, 27 points. And he's only made 1 free throw. He's got 10 field goal makes. 26 of his 27 from the floor. Alou can't make the free throw. The lead stays at 18. That's the biggest P&W lead we've seen today. Crossover here. Willis, it opened up for him. He got around the 2 defenders at the top and lays it in easily. Steinman waits for Dillon. Got it to him. Garrett gambled. Dillon 3. Irvin tipped it out, but he tipped it into the hands of Garrett. Here comes Garrett on the attack. Goes right in on Dillon. No call at the rim. Garrett and Dillon are tied up together. Here comes Cooper 4-on-4. Irvin, extra pass. Steinman, corner. This one near his own bench. He's made one from each corner. And the Pride leading by 19 points.
Boy, great pushing the ball up. Boy, they just got out of there and made a great pass to the corner.
8:57 left. P&W in control. Timeout, Saginaw Valley.
You were born to move forward, to reach, to grow, to strive. And we're here to move your finances forward as you do. With relationships built on integrity that support the turning points we all share and the moments that are uniquely our own. Look to a partner you can trust to move with you, because standing still is never an option. We're People's Bank, where better banking keeps moving forward.
Dale Cooper started a program that is putting gardens in more than 50 local schools, helping kids get healthy food and learn where it comes from. People like Dale inspire us at NIPSCO, where we're transitioning from coal-powered generation to new lower-cost energy resources like wind and solar, making energy cleaner, reliable, and ultimately more affordable. Because like Dale, we're dedicated to leaving things better. Learn more about our Your Energy, Your Future plan at nipsco.com/future.
P&W, their biggest lead, 19 points, 70-51. And that's a timeout needed by Randy Baruth. Kai Steinman getting going. He has a three from the corner right in front of us. And then he just made this three on the feed from Irvin. Hockey assist to Mikkel Cooper. This one right in front of his own bench.
Perfect pass, right in the pocket. All you have to do is shoot it.
Underrated pass, too, from Cooper because you got to allow that next pass to quickly move it, too. Chancey Willis with the ball out of the timeout. Lobs it inside. Taylor tips it in. Dillon was kind of caught in between there with Cooper caught on his hip. Mikkel looking for some help. Finds it in Dillon. Now they get it across. Steinman had it poked from behind. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Kai Steinman.
Boy, if Steinman would have made a quick pass to the corner there, their defense would have never got there. Dillon hit him with a good pass. He needed to make that one more pass to the corner.
You're going to see a lot of McIntosh and Willis, I think, here down the stretch. They're going to have to make some tough shots. And they're doing this here. They're isolating Cooper and Dillon. And Willis keeps getting Cooper on his back. And Mikkel trying to get around it. And Willis, good body control. Foul called on Mikkel, his second, and a 1-and-1 for Willis. This will help you get back in it, too. If you make free throws here, they're in the bonus the final 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Willis, as we've told you, a 66% shooter at the line. Here's the front end of his 1-and-1. And he missed it. Rebounded by Steinman.
Yeah, his jump shot looks better than his free throws.
Agreed.
He drops that ball down on his free throws, and then he brings it back up.
And Jai, good minutes in the first half. Haven't seen him a ton in the second. Cooper comes from the screen, gets it on top. Dillon sets a screen for him. Gets into the lane, backs it out.
I like that ball screen with Cooper and Dillon.
Mikkel feeling it. He's got another three, and he's got 30 points. So often as Mikkel Cooper goes, so does this team.
Absolutely right. That's been the games we've seen. When he's on,
they can beat anybody. McIntosh with the ball here. 12 to shoot. Crosses on Steinman. Taylor sets the screen. McIntosh 1 foot on the ground as he fades at the free throw line and delivers. Pride leads 73-55 with 7.5 to play.
Good action there. Reverse the ball, and then bring the diagonal over the top. That's the way to break pressure.
Cooper creating some space with Harrison guarding. He rolls to the post. Dillon waits. No double team comes. He's got a matchup on McIntosh, and he gets a foul call.
I tell you what, I like that play. Dillon waited for the defense to clear, knew he was man-to-man, and then he made his move.
And he gets a foul out of it. Final foul to give for Saginaw Valley. It'll be Pride basketball out of bounds when we come back.
Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks.
Hi, I'm Greg Kaplan. Most of you know me as Crazy Kaplan. I started in the basement of my house with the vision of someday running my own fireworks business. Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks prides itself on taking care of you, the customer. Our largest fireworks store is located at Exit 5, Klein, and 8094 in Hammond. These showrooms right now are jam-packed. Because we import and buy volume, we can offer fireworks at huge savings and pass it on to the customer. Our selection will blow you away. As the saying goes, stack them deep, sell them cheap. Just like Papa Sam used to say, make the customer happy. The best selection of rockets, mortar shells, aerials, firecrackers, fountains, and family assortments. Come see us at Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks. We promise to make you our next #1 customer.
Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks.
P&W's been in control for most of this one. They got down to 7 at one point in this half, but then built it right back up, and it is 18 points now. We'll have it out of bounds with 7:09. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way as well.
And I like the way they put Dillon and Cooper in a ball screen together, because Dillon's got the option to slip. He can step back. Cooper comes off him. That's very hard to defend.
Pride have it here, inbounding. Shot clock resetting after the foul to 20 seconds.
I'll tell you, the guy that's a sleeper is 22, Kevon Taylor. Even though he's a freshman, you put some weight on him, the way he can run up and down the floor, he could be an effective player in the next couple of years.
Absolutely. He does need some weight. He could have some of mine if he wants.
Yeah, he's got great feet. He steps well. He runs well.
PNW, a 5-second violation out of a timeout. Not something you want to see as they give it back to the Cardinals here. And they're going to need a lot of that, a lot of stops and mistakes by PNW. I mean, even if the Pride, which you don't want them to do this, but even if they didn't score again the rest of the way with 7:09 left, down 18, you still almost be hard to come back.
Yeah, just don't turn the ball over and have the clock run. Have some solid possessions right now the rest of the way.
Willis has got it. One-on-one on Njai. Got a little space. Steps back three. No, and Cooper got caught. Garrett. And they'll say this is on the rebound. So the ball eventually went in. Just kind of threw it up. And it'll be a 1-and-1 instead for Garrett. No bucket. Trey Garrett, a 1-and-1. These are the times Saginaw Valley will have to take advantage if they want to come back. He makes the front end. Clock reading 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Scoreboard reading 73-56. Pride on top. Second one for Garrett, and he makes them both. McIntosh is back in. Harrison's out. And those starting guards, McIntosh, Willis, and Garrett, have to be the guys here. They get it into McKell. Steps through, gets it across to Njai. Songale, bounce pass to the corner for Dillon, now out for Steinman.
Yeah, don't be impatient here now. Work the ball, get the floor spaced apart first, and then run whatever you're running, but don't get in a big hurry.
Euro step for Njai, front rim Dillon on the tip back, no, and Taylor's got it for the Cardinals.
That wasn't a good percentage shot there. This could have been a lot better.
Comes McIntosh as he dribbles it over to the left wing. Irvin's on him. Gets the switch off to Njai. Whips it to the corner. Singh. Corner pocket. Delivers a three. And they're back within 13. Still 6 minutes and change left. Steinman in trouble. They wanted to travel. It's a turnover. Garrett picks it up. Singh, no call at the rim. Irvin stripped it away. Went right to Garrett, though, and he puts it in. And just like that, it's an 11-point game.
Boy, just you get a little impatient on that break a couple times and take a couple quick shots, and here we are sitting here on, 11 now.
And it looked like the Cardinals were starting to become buried a bit in this game, and it would be too much for them to dig out of. Boomer Roberts calling a 30-second timeout to get his team organized. Looked like they were in total control. And a quick run here has gotten them back within striking distance. And it's one of those things where you told yourself, hey, if we can get this to 8 with the under 4, we got a shot. And that's really realistic right now.
And that's the way you keep your players calm when they're down big. You just tell them, let's get inside 10 first. And then you just progress that way. You don't talk about the big picture. You got to talk about one possession at a time.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you get it to those markers, and it becomes really realistic to come back in the game.
And the players start to believe they're in the game, and then they get in within 4 or 5, and then the game's on.
And then on the opposite side, in this case PNW, recognizes that they were just up 20 points almost, and now all of a sudden it's almost a 10-point game again.
And they don't want those entries against this breaker deep in the corner. You want to get your entries with a guy flash in the middle right there. See, I would have sent a guy right up the gut there.
Pride able to break it with Cooper. Steinman now settles in, and this is the spot they're in. You want to run clock, but you got to get good shots still.
Exactly. You still got to be aggressive and run your offense.
Steinman gets it between the circles. They were looking for Cooper off the curl. Instead, it's Dillon a three. It pops out. Rebounded by Kevon Taylor, and the Cardinals can get it into single digits with a bucket right here. Willis has got it. Walks it over to his own bench, directing traffic. Told Garrett to get out of the corner. Taylor setting the screen. Willis attacks, steps back, gives to Harrison. Gets it on the curl. Dumps it off. Garrett leans in and scores. 9 points to lead with 5:20 to play. Cooper back for Irvin. Now Jefferson gets it to elude Dillon in the front courts. Waits for things to settle. Mikkel comes to get the ball. 73-64, 5:05 to play. Pride with the ball as Mikkel handles right on top of the logo. Dillon the screen. Cooper on the hesitation. He got Singh up too far. And Mikkel will have a 1-and-1. One and one for Mikkel. With the clock reading exactly 5 minutes left. So Mikkel, one of P&W's best free throw shooters, to the line where he has shot it at 81% this year. He's only attempted one free throw today, even though he has had an excellent offensive day.
Trying to calm Garrett down. He's been arguing with one of the officials, and then the other one came over, and Willis went over to Garrett and told him to keep quiet. Not exactly the way he said it.
Well, I'm sure it was a little more harsh. Garrett is a junior. Funny that Willis is telling him as a freshman. Sometimes those, doesn't matter what your class is. Sometimes the guy's a little more mature either way, or at least in the moment they might be. Mikkel made the first. He got them both. Big free throws to get the lead back to 11. Under 5 minutes to play now. Pride trying to hold on and get a win they absolutely have to have. McIntosh. This is Willis. Right at the circle where they tipped it off. He walks it down to the top of the key. Crosses on the left wing. Attacks Steinman. Forced up a tough one and got it.
I didn't think he could get that off. He was going, went up, got a hand up, dropped the ball down, shot it on the way down.
They're making some tough shots. This is what we were worried about, these guards here. Even when you feel like you get a great defensive stand, and Steinman did all he could besides fouling, still goes in. Jefferson.
Well, that pass scares me every time they throw that deep pass on the baseline.
Jefferson almost stumbled too. I thought he was going to walk, but he was able to hold that pivot. Clock ticks down to 4:20 now. Dillon's got a mismatch in the post with Garrett on him if they can get it to him.
They get it angled, get the ball at angles here. They can get him the ball.
Singh guarding Jefferson.
That's
they
where
give
you
it
have
to Dillon.
Get right at an angle. Touch
Garrett's,
pass out.
And he was late on the close. Three wouldn't go, though. Rebounded by Kevon Taylor. Here comes Willis, or McIntosh, excuse me, scooping on the left with the right hand, and he got it. 7-point game. Pride get it out of the bucket, get it ahead to Steinman. Steinman didn't want to shoot it, though. Trying to work some clock here. As we're under 4 minutes, he backs it out to Brevin Jefferson. 3:45 and counting. 75-68.
Nothing's easy in the game of basketball. No matter what the way guys score today, boy, you get in a bad pattern.
Jefferson missed it at the rim. They attack the other way. Garrett the lob. Taylor missed it. Garrett somehow got the rebound, throws it up and puts it in. It's a 5-point game with 3:20 to go.
Well, I know Garrett's emotional, but he's tough. He's tough.
Remember when I said when the Pride had 73 that even if they didn't score again, it'd be tough to come back? Well, they've only scored 2 points on Mikkel Cooper's free throws since. 3:05 to go. 75-70. Pride still clinging to a 5-point lead. Steinman to the elbow. 5 to shoot. Irvin's going to have to go. Works on Singh. Jab steps. Fires, and they call the foul on Tyreek Singh, who got a bit too close and hit him on the forearm. That is a big break for P&W.
I'm looking at Coach Baruth right now. He about fell backwards in his chair.
Pride in a bit of trouble. 3 shots for Irvin when we come back.
Looking for a career with stability, high wages, a pension, and the best benefits in the industry? Look no further than the Carpenters Union Local 599. We've been building our careers and communities for over 124 years. We believe in training, professionalism, and partnership. Better training, better pay, better benefits. We are the Carpenters Union. Call us at 219-942-0518 or visit ikorcc.com. Start building your future.
From humble beginnings and a handshake, a group of volunteers built a community. A community where we look out for one another. A community who provides guidance and confidence, that helps plan for your future, and supports you with whatever is important to you. This isn't just a credit union. It's Purdue Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for life.
Final segments of this one as we hit our under 4 timeout at the 2:56 mark. 3 shots coming for Anthony Irvin. He was fouled by Tariq Singh on this play. Singh got a little bit to him.
Yeah, you never want to put your arm out like that. You got to get it up. If you put it out and you've got it right out there, you got a chance to foul. I'll tell you who's an unsung hero for them right now. McIntosh has been guarding Cooper in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and he's been doing a heck of a job on him.
Irvin on the season, 74% shooter, and a couple of big ones here, 3 of them in fact. Trying to get this lead back in a more comfortable area.
That play could be the difference in this game right now.
Agreed,
that
yeah.
foul
It's a
from there
huge play.
because there was no reason to foul in that situation. You had the guy backed up.
It's a good call by the officials too.
If Irvin can make all 3 of these, boy, that changes the pattern of this game totally.
Just talking about that mechanic, actually. Remember when Kyle Guy got fouled on something similar in the corner a few years ago in the Final Four?
That's right.
For Virginia, and it was the baseline official who had a great look and saw the hand hit the elbow. It was the same kind of call there, and Irvin made all 3, lead back to 8.
The Pride have got to tighten their defense up and don't let these guys have the rim. Do whatever you can. Make them shoot jump shots.
McIntosh, Gentry's in guarding him. McIntosh fades over Gentry and hits. It made some tough shots, man.
And these guys are hitting shots on the way down. They're off balance.
And now that's a turnover.
Oh, boy.
They got a piece. Jefferson trying to save it was the last to touch.
I still think the Pride need to get somebody in the middle of the floor when they're coming up the court, and that takes away that pressure up the sideline because you get pushed on the sideline. Those are tough passing angles.
Here's Willis. Horn screen on top. They get the switch to Irvin. McIntosh coming off the curl. Still in the hands of Willis. Taylor comes to set the high screen on the right wing. Fired off to McIntosh. Goes to the free throw line. Fires it up and in. He's playing horse right now with P&W, and they're within 4.
These are city ball players and the way they play. Boy, Garrett, I tell you, Garrett's got a heart too. He's up there. They're battling.
Kicked ball in the backcourt. Officials will have a conversation about, I think, what the shot clock should read, and then also you have to keep in mind the 10-second backcourt call. Does it reset or not on a kick ball? I think it does. Spot throw here for Irvin. That is a little wrinkle. He can't move on the baseline here.
That's right. And watch your angles. Don't get that ball too deep.
Get it into Jefferson, working on Willis. Gets it across.
Good job by Jefferson. All left-hand dribbles up the floor. Just solid bounce.
Now they'll try to work some clock, leading by 4 points. Trying to hold on here in a game they led by 20 in this half. Willis making it tough for Jefferson. Dribbles to the right. Gets to the middle. Leaves it for Dillon. Dillon is blocked at the summit, but a foul. And Taylor looked like he got all ball there. The officials, I'm sure, will say that he had the body of Dillon and 2 shots for Alou. Well, you can be the judge here. Looked like a pretty good block.
Yeah, I didn't see any body at lower body, but we'll take it.
No doubt. A couple big free throws with the clock reading 1:43. First one for Alou, and he hits it.
See how effective you referred to that in the first half. When those post guys stay short corner and you get the paint, your passing angle is much better. Some post players forget and they hang on the block, and now you have no angle to get them the ball.
5-point game, one more for Alou Dillon. Second one, he makes them both. 2 big ones.
2 big free throws, great rotation on the ball.
Pride have made their free throws so far when it's mattered. 3 from Irvin, 2 from Dillon there. Willis Jr. in a 2-possession, 6-point game. Contact, Steinman leaned in, also had some extension there, and they'll call the foul on Steinman. And a 1-and-1 for Willis. Yeah, you saw him reach in there. And that's the 9th team foul. That was the final time we'll see a 1-and-1. Both teams will be in the double bonus now on the next foul, should that happen, which I imagine it will. Definitely in the Pride favor against the Cardinals if they're trying to trap and steal and give fouls. Willis at the line. I just heard Boomer Roberts tell his team 2 timeouts, both coaches with 2 timeouts remaining as well. Front end for Willis. And it popped out for him.
Huge miss.
That is big. Pride have made their free throws. Cardinals with a key miss at the line.
6 instead of 4 in one basket.
Jefferson dangerous.
No reason to go there.
And Irvin, instead of just throwing it in and having an odd man play the other way, just decided to go out of bounds.
Just spread the floor out. Get your right people with the ball there. No reason to get in a hurry.
1:20 left. Still a 2-possession game because of that turnover. McIntosh, he's made some circus shots here in the second half. Gets the jab step move. Creates. That's a charge. Ball went in. No call as Jefferson stepped in front. And the bucket brings it back within 4. Pride get it across now. Right wing, it's Cooper. They'll slow it down with 1 minute left.
Just got to get the floor balanced right here. Get your right people with the ball. Good timeout by Boomer.
55 seconds left. And a 30-second timeout taken. And Randy Baruth is saying, hey, if that's not a charge, it should have been a flop or an and one. And I agree. And did we just see that play, Josh? Was that the... let me see that one more time if we could. I mean, this looks like a charge. I think Jefferson got out and got set in time. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty easy. I'm not sure how they... you make the wrong call and call a block. Instead, there's no call. That's what drives... I know it drives coaches crazy. He plays at the rim. It drives me crazy, too. There's got to be something here. It's right in the middle of the floor. We got a blow up. To me, you got to have a whistle.
The problem we had in the 70s and 80s, you couldn't even go to the basket sometimes in a high school game because guys used to plant their guys under the rim.
Yeah.
And I was literally coaching basketball at times in the 80s where we couldn't go to the basket.
And they called a charge every time?
Yeah, because guys would set their guys up under the rim, and you'd go to the rim, and you'd get a charge.
I still wish we'd put that circle, the half circle, in the high school game.
I think it should be absolutely that should be done. I don't see what's so hard about that.
Yeah, make the life of the officials easier. I mean, all you do is you see the play, you look down, you see where the defender's feet are, and that's how you determine what the call is at times. Pride running some clock here. This is dangerous territory for the Cardinals. If they don't get a stop, they're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Back cut Cooper. It was deflected, or no, they'll say. It's out of bounds. Nobody trying to say it was off the Cardinals. And then they're going to get things cleaned up. There's some condensation on the floor here. They had Cooper wide open. I mean, he was going to run in from the elbow all the way to the rim. And they threw it away with 39.2. And that leaves the door swung open.
Yeah, you've got your 30-second clock. You've got a 9-second differential here. And I'm sure they're going to they're going to try to get a quick shot here, get a 2-for-1. It's going to be, no, it'd be too close now. So they're going to have to foul after this, even if they score.
McIntosh goes around Cooper to the rim, plus the foul. Oh, my goodness. Chance for a three-point play to make it a one-point game with 28.7 left. And this game has gotten a lot more than interesting. McIntosh, look at this guy. He has been out of his mind down the stretch.
And you know he's going right, and you've got to get over there and fight it. How many times have we watched basketball this year where guys go right or the women go right over and over and over again? And there has to be some compensation. You have to make adjustments for that, even as players, not as coaches. You got to figure out who you're guarding, where's he going.
That's the fourth foul, by the way, on Cooper. That's a significant play.
Yes.
Down the stretch here. McIntosh at the line, 81% his mark on the season. He converts the three-point play, and Randy Baruth will use one of his two remaining timeouts.
And here we are, 1-point differential. Wow.
And a 20-point lead at one point in the second half, and P&W felt like they were going to throw it into neutral and be on cruise control. But this guy right here, Freddie McIntosh, has gone right to the backyard patio, and he's made hook shots with a little smooch off the window at times. He just did that there. Great body control at the rim.
And he's guarded Cooper on the other end the majority of this second part of the half here. And I'm going to tell you the unsung guy right now is Garrett's competitive spirit.
Yeah.
I saw him in the huddle on not this time out, the one before. he's a fiery guy. You have to control him, his emotions, but he's got that blue-collar mentality.
Well, things on the women's side got interesting down the stretch after they turned it over on that sideline inbound, so why not? It's been a long night for us here, and that could have been a game sealer almost right there. That pass where Cooper was going to look like have a layup or get fouled attacking the rim, and instead it's all changed. The shot clock is off, so as you said, McIntosh and company, they can take some time here to try to trap.
Absolutely.
But they can't take a ton. Then they'll have to give the foul if P&W gets it across.
And I still think the Pride here have to be careful. Make sure they can get the ball in the middle of the floor if they can't get something in early, and stay away from that deep baseline pass where you walk right into a trap. And if your man leaves the trap, you better go get the ball on the bounce pass out of the trap. That's just simple basketball right there.
Also, to keep in mind, both teams are guaranteed to shoot 2 free throws should there be a common foul. It's Irvin who can run the baseline here to get it in. Trying to get it to Mikel Cooper. He comes through the screen. They get it to Dylan Lates. Dylan in the corner. They trap him. Time ticking, and Boomer Roberts said, okay, it's a little more than I like. Calls his final timeout. 24.9, about 3.5 seconds ticked off. And this ball will be, I think, on the baseline. Yes.
I think it's on the baseline based on where the entry pass was. Not if it was on the sideline, that'd be a difficult pass to handle.
Boomer Roberts wanted to make sure he was frustrated the officials were having a conversation, the two that were away, and he's trying to find out where the ball is. And official back here saying, hey, coach, I didn't start your timeout clock until you find out where your ball is going to be inbounded, so calm down a bit. But, hey, if you had watched the 20-point lead start to fall apart, you might get a little upset, too. It's one of those games. I mean, that's how it is in this conference. You got to grind it, even when you feel like you're in a good spot.
When you've got guards that can make these off-balance shots, I mean, you don't have a lot of teams that have guards that can score like this off balance, you know. And these guys been throwing jump hooks in, driving to the basket, fading off the glass. And so I said these guys are city ball players, man. They're like city players. These guys can.
Who was that guy? Remember that guard Michigan had a couple years ago that started doing that little, like, hook thing?
Yeah.
What was his name? He was crazy. He couldn't make. He was like a 55% free throw shooter, and he was not a good jump shot, but he just throw it up off the glass. You're like, you just can't stop this guy.
These little dudes play on the street, and they figure out how to get their shots off. You know.
There's no doubt about that. They played their whole life as the underdog guy too, so they don't quit. They're going to keep going to the rim. Pride have to get it in here.
Cooper's going to be he's going to be the primary entry here.
Mikel waiting. Wanted to go to him in the corner. Dangerous. Almost had a steal.
Now the angle is going to be right over there in that corner. Very tough place to enter the ball.
P&W fortunate to still have an opportunity
deep,
to get it in.
Yeah, look where the inbounds pass has to come from now. Boy, your angles here.
Tough here for P&W too. Gentry, one of those guards. Cooper, they get it to him on the sideline. He stepped out of bounds. It's the same thing we saw on the women's side.
In the women's game.
It was Dash Shaw for P&W. It's Mikel Cooper now in the Pride with 21.1. A bucket gives the Cardinals the lead.
That's why I wanted a secondary flash guy in the center of the floor a lot here in the second half, because you don't want to mess with the sideline, because that's another defender without being a defender.
Boomer Roberts is out of timeouts. Remember, Randy Baruth does have one left. The shot clock is turned back on because of the way that possession changed. Doesn't matter much. It's at 20 with 21.1.
You've got a 1.1 differential.
The Cardinals here, they're not going to wait too long. They're going to go once they get their shot.
They're going to spread and let.
This guy, McIntosh, hesitates, goes left, wide open, lays it in. And Randy Baruth will take his final timeout. Freddie McIntosh has gone out of his mind here in the second half, and he has brought the Cardinals all the way back. He's got 23. Willis has got 20. I should say 25 for McIntosh, 20 for Willis. Final timeout of regulation for either team is called by Randy Baruth. 13.1 left. It has all disappeared for PNW.
Just struggled on these entry passes against this press.
And everything they needed to happen in the other game, too, with Parkside and Wayne State to make Saturday be really a winner-take-all game for making the conference tournament went in their favor. Parkside pulled away and won that game big. And it looked like the Pride were going to hold up their end of the bargain. They can save themselves, but now they're going to need a hero with 13.1 left.
If they can get the ball in and cut up the floor, they got a good chance to get fouled. The situation's going to change. We'll see. Here we are deep in the. Now we're going to see where this first entry pass goes. That's the key.
Remember, both teams are in the double bonus, too. So if the Pride are fouled, they'll shoot two no matter if it's in the act of shooting or not. Irvin will start it on the inbound. You know you want Mikkel Cooper to take the shot.
They're going to double
get it in.
Cooper.
They get it into Steinman. Here's Mikkel. Steinman and Garrett came together. Mikkel, 7 seconds, 5 seconds. A lot of traffic out high. Mikkel driving, goes right inside. No call at the rim. McIntosh has got it. Time ticks away. And we'll see if the officials put some time on the clock. It's not going to be a lot.
Yeah.
This game has absolutely fallen apart for Purdue Northwest. No call at the rim. The officials will look at the clock. And there may be a half second, if they're lucky, a full second, but I'm thinking 0.3, 0.4.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't.
I mean, I don't even. In a season of losses that will just numb your brain, I mean, this will be at the top.
And Garrett's been the catalyst here again on his defense, man. He just willed this team back.
And they just brought 2 or 3 defenders here, clogged up this right wing extended. Right here, you see it, all these defenders out here. Garrett did a good job.
You got a 3-ball line there. Taylor's the back of the line right there. Yeah, and he didn't move. Not really. They're not going to get a foul.
McKellen lost the ball by then already.
The ball was already out of his hands.
Unbelievable. Scoreboard reads 81-80, and they're going to put 6/10 of a second back up.
This is a situation you just lob the ball down in this half of the court, no matter, the ball's.
Correct.
There's no reason to throw anything in here in the backcourt. Absolutely zero.
I mean, PNW needs almost somebody to throw them the ball or a 5-second call.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, no, the clock stopped because of a foul, right? So they're going to shoot a 2-shot free throw here. Forgot that had happened. Both teams are out of timeouts. So
you're actually better off missing the free throw.
Yeah, the second one, yeah. You make the first and miss the second.
Shoot it off the rim and doesn't really, the ball's going to be live then.
It's guaranteed 2 shots with the Cardinals in the double bonus. This game was over. I mean, it was a 20-point game with 10 minutes or so left. And it's all disappeared. And it's this guy, Freddie McIntosh, who has pulled a rabbit out of the hat with some of these shots. And that rabbit has turned into the game. He might have pulled that out of the hat, too. It was his first of 2. He knocks it down. And now, did Randy Baruth tell him, hey, miss the second one? We assume that he did.
Because there's no timeouts, so really he may miss the second one.
And PNW, they hope he makes it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because at least they'll have a clean look. It would take a miracle shot then just to make it and go to overtime, but at least they would get an opportunity to get a shot. McIntosh.
He's going to make it.
He made them both. So the Pride will have to inbound and get a 3 here.
I don't understand that. I mean, the Pride got to, at least they're going to get a catch and shoot here.
It'll be Dillon. Dillon turns, 3 at the buzzer. No, that's it. Cardinals come all the way back and win this one 83-80.
That's a tough loss.
And that is how our PNW men's season